Dear students, welcome to my class. Please listen to my class, be careful. Today I will discuss before you the subject verb agreement. This is very essential for your right form verb. So let's start the class. First, on the whiteboard you see rule number 1. Subject and verbs must agree in number. That is, if the subject is singular, then verb must be singular. That is, the subject, if the subject is third person singular number, then in present simple tense we use verb and add s, that is, after the subject third person singular number, then we use in present simple tense s after the verb. So you see the example, the dog growls when he is angry. Here the dog is singular subject, then the verb growl we add s, that is, the must agree in number. Subject is singular, then verb is singular. Here you also see in the subordinate clause we use the singular subject and we use singular verb. The next example for the rule, the dogs growl when they are angry. Here the subject is plural, that is the dogs, and we use the plural verb. That means we do not use add s after the verb. In the same case, for the subordinate clause we use they, as in the principal clause subject is the dogs pronoun is they. So we have to use for they, the verb is are. Here you see the rule, subject and verbs must agree in number. In the two examples I show you, the subject singular, then verb is singular, subject plural, then verb is plural. Same case for the subordinate clause, subject singular, verb singular, subject plural, verb plural. So we go the next rule. Dear students, you see our next rule for subject verb agreement. Do not get confused by the words that come between the subject and verb. Please notice that get confused by the words that come, that is that come where come between the subject and verb, that is subject and verb, that place is between, here they come. Do not get confused, they do not affect agreement. Please, they do not get agreement. Here the subject is singular, verb is singular, the dog is singular, third person singular number, so we use here is. That come, who is chewing on my jeans, that come between the subject and verb do not affect agreement. So we can say here that the dog is subject and is here the principal verb. This clause, this subordinate clause here does not get any effect. If you have any question, then please you put your question on the comment box. Now we go to our next rule. Please see the rule number 3. Prepositional phrases prepositional phrases between the subject and verb. That is I can say, just imagine of the rainbow prepositional phrases between the subject, this is subject, and verb, this is verb, usually do not affect agreement. That is, you can see the colors here is the plural numbers, so I put here plural verb and you can get the answer do not affect agreement, do not affect the agreement. If I say easily for just you, this is not the acknowledged here. The colors of the rainbow are beautiful for this sentence. Whenever we see, that is verb, whenever we see before the verb we can imagine that this is the subject, before verb, the whole sentence, the whole phrases or words are we can say that these are the subject. So if the subject is prepositional, added any preposition, then we can count the verb before the preposition. We can count the subject before the preposition. Here we can see this preposition, and before preposition we see the colors. Here the colors is plural, so we use plural verb. I repeat it, if we see any prepositional phrases, then we count which is the subject, the rainbow or the colors. Then always we mind it, the subject should be before preposition. So the subject is colors, so verb should be plural. Thank you. Then we go to the next rule. Please see the rule number 4. When the sentences start with here and there, the subject will always be placed after the verb. That is, we use after the verb when the sentence is start with here or there. Please see the example. There is a problem. You see, the sentence starts with there and the following sentence starts with here. Here and there, the subject will always be placed after the verb. Here the verb is and the next sentence verb is here, and we said that here subject will be always be placed after the verb. Here the verb, then the problem is subject and the papers are the subject. So we can go the next rule. Please see the rule number 5. Subjects do not always come before verbs in question. That is in interrogative sentence. So we do not, we cannot use subject at the starting of the sentence. Here you see example: does Lefty usually eat grass? Here does, you know, that is the auxiliary. Subjects do not always come before the verbs. Here in the sentence you count it as the verb. Do not always come before verbs. That is, this is the subject. This does not come before the verb. Next example: where are the pieces of this puzzle? Here are is the verb and the pieces of this puzzle is the subject, and this is the prepositional phrase you see a few moments ago. So we can see, we can say subject do not always come before verbs in question. That is, in interrogative sentence we cannot use a subject at the starting point of the sentence. Our next rule, rule number 6. Please see the rule. If two subjects, the cow and the pig, are joined by and. See, these two subjects are joined by and they typically require a plural verb, Two subjects, the cow and pig, are joined by and they typically require a plural verb. That is, if the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. See the rule number 7. The verb is singular. The verb is singular. The verb is singular. The verb is singular. If the two subjects, please notice here, two subjects, red beans, rice, separated by and. This two subject is separated by and, refer to same person, my mom, the same person or thing. The verb is singular. Here the verb must be singular because the two subjects separated, two subjects, red beans and rice, two subjects separated by and refer to same person. That is, here you see in this sentence only one person or one subject or one thing, my mom. So this verb must be singular. Please you see the rule number 8. If one of the words each, every or no comes before the subject, that is subject, and comes no, that is the subject, comes every, before the subject, this is subject and it is before the subject, that is the subject and it is before the subject, the verb is singular. The verb is singular. The verb is singular. Please see the today's class last rule, rule number 9. In the next class, I will discuss the remaining rules, maybe 10 or 11 rules for the next class. Today's last rule. Please notice it attentively. Please see the rule number 9. If the subjects are both singular, if the subjects Jessica and Christian, subjects, two subjects are both singular, and Jessica is singular, Christian is singular, and are connected by the words. They are connected by the words. Which word? Or. Here you see in the rule mentioned here, or. The verb is singular. The verb is singular. However, it is the plural subject, Jessica and Christian, but they are connected the word by the word or. So we must here use is the verb. So thanks to concentrate my class. Welcome for the next class. Thank you.